Chia.
Chia.
We back, baby.
We back for another one. Is his boy Rebel.
It's your boy Hype, aka Black Freckles.
And this is indeed
The Raw Hype. Back for another week of that thing.
You notice I stopped.
Hey.
I said, I bet he gonna do it this time. You didn't do it last week, and I didn't do it last week. I said, he gonna do it this week, so I'm gonna let him go.
We all back for another week of that thing.
We are back for another week of that thing.
We was cut a little short last week, man. I was on the hurry. I had just got back into the state and shit. You know how that go.
Nigga just came back, had shit to do, people to catch up with, all that. He's like, man, hurry up. I know who it was, Marek. She told me, she's like, it was so funny because you were talking and about to talk about the people who were killing, who died in the snow shit. And Hype was like, hey, nigga, I gotta go. And you were like, all right.
Yeah, my daughter hit me up last week. Was like, hey, will you take me some fucking where? I don't even remember. You know, spending up my goddamn money. And she was at, is 1 o'clock an exact time? I said, do you need it to be an exact time? Because what women do
is that.
Yeah. And I say, I'll be there in between 1 and 1:30. I'll be there after 1 and before 2.
You know me.
And then they just treat it as in, nigga, I thought you was going to be here at 1.
Whichever the earliest one you said is the one they hold. That's why I use terms like ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said that.
I got that from you.
Yep.
I use around.
Yep.
You know, I'll be there around 1. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't going to be 2, but it might be 1:38. It ain't gonna be outrageous. So when she was like, is it gonna be an exact time? I said, do you need it to be an exact time? She was like, well, yeah, I would like it to be the exact time because my mom want to do this and I want to be this and I want to do that. And I said, all right, cool. Exactly. I'll be there exactly at 1 or a little early. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I had to rush up out of here because I can't have people saying I'm full of shit. Whether it be my daughter or anybody. If I say, all right, I'm gonna be there exactly at 1. That's why I don't say phrases like I'm gonna be there exactly at 1. Because then I have to do shit like, hey, nigga, I gotta go for real.
For real.
Exactly.
That nigga putting on his socks while I'm telling the story. It's like, oh yeah, let me. I was like, I get it, man. But again, it's for those, you know, that's only reserved for a few. You know?
Oh, for sure.
So that's why I didn't even say nothing. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I know who it was and what it was about.
Yep, you already know.
Man, I was at the doctor the other day, and he there talking to me, and my daughter FaceTime. I said, 1 second, sir. And then I hung up. I said, hey, man, I don't know if you thought that was disrespectful or not, but I need for you to know that anytime my daughter ever called me, I don't give a damn what I'm doing. I'll answer the phone.
I was sitting at the desk with a customer. My daughter was out running errands and shit. And then she FaceTimed me. Now, I ain't say, excuse me. I'm sitting right there by that motherfucker like, hey, what's going on? She's like, blah, blah, blah. I need this. And I was like, all right, cool. And it was a call that needed to be taken.
Yes.
So
all of them are calls needed to be taken, even if it's nothing. You know, because I hear that was like, I always listen to hear the tone and the first statement. Daddy, okay, that sounds like somebody did something. Brother did what? I said, honey, I'm gonna call you back. It's clearly not important. Daddy, yep. When are you coming home? Honey, I'll call you back. If she's like, Daddy, I love you. I love you too. That's it? Yeah, all right, bye.
My daughter texted me yesterday with one of them dads with a lot of A's in it. It was like, Dad. I was like, what's up? She's like, I want to get my hair braided. Like $200. That's all I thought. $150. About in that range. I'm like, all right, man, I got you. We'll do spring break or something. They always want something, boy.
Today is Valentine's Day.
Oh, nigga, look how us, bro. We don't know how to act. Happy Valentine's Day to all the women out there, man. I didn't do shit for Valentine's Day. You do anything for Valentine's Day?
Thank you for walking me into this story.
Ahead, man.
So, this Valentine's Day, my lady pulled up on me. I'm talking the beginning of the month. She's like, hey, peep this. I got Valentine's this year. I was like, all right. That motherfucker was like, woo, I'm so excited. Right. Motherfucker come in the room, my nigga start twirling next to me, like spinning around, jumped on me. She was like, woo. I was like, what it is? She's like, I'm not going to tell you. Knowing her, when she does something that she's happy about, can't keep that motherfucker in.
Oh, I'm not sorry.
I have to tell her. No, don't tell me. But then with me, I know, I just be knowing shit, man.
I can say nothing, though, when it's my shit. I'm talking, you got like a surprise.
You don't even know it's...
Nigga.
You don't even... Nigga, what happened was, I'm going to jump back and forth. I got some flowers and shit delivered for her and my daughter on Friday, since Valentine's Day is on a Sunday. And I told her about it on like the Thursday, and it's only because we was at Whole Foods, and Whole Foods had 2 dozen roses for $20.
Okay.
I just bought 2 dozen roses for $80.
That's why I ain't do nothing, y'all. You see, they'll get you, boy.
2 dozen roses and a fucking teddy bear.
September.
Exactly. So that's the only reason I said something, because I was pissed in that moment. I said, what the fuck? I could have just got this shit myself.
No bullshit, on the fly.
Fucking 60% off.
And you bought them online too, huh?
Yes, I
Online's
did.
supposed to be cheaper, goddamn.
Damn.
Ever since COVID, they didn't switch it around. It's cheaper if you go somewhere. You're risking your life. Online, they pay a convenience fee and shit these days, man.
So, long story less long on this episode. I booked the babysitter, her grandma, of course.
The nigga said I booked the baby. That's like when I used to tell a story where niggas say my car detail guy. Like, you just went and got your car detail. My detail nigga doing his thing. I booked the babysitter.
I booked the babysitter. AKA text grandma, hey, you able to pull up?
Hype and shit. Dropped off at Hypes.
Right? So I made sure it ain't no excuse for you to say you can't get this done or whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
So bang, I'm talking about, again, she did this at the beginning of the month. So all month, randomly, every few days or so, she got something to say. Oh, yep, your Valentine's Day finna be good. Ooh, and you can talk about it on the cast. And I go, okay, this sounds like it's something for real.
Freaky, but not too freaky.
You dig?
A good, solid, what's it called? Wholesome gift. There you go.
So, again, the days is getting closer.
Escalade truck or something.
I know, right? The days are getting closer. And like I said, she can't hold water. So it's like, just random shit she be saying and going, and I'm like, man, I don't want to burst your bubble by telling you I know what it is because of how you operating. Right. Because you're very happy. She's a twirler. I'm telling you, my nigga, she was spinning like fucking Cinderella and shit. Excited.
Right.
We ain't did shit yesterday.
Okay.
Because she then blamed everything. Well, okay, let me say what she was going to do. So apparently, we were going to get full body massages.
Okay.
With happy endings.
Okay. With happy endings.
And the one girl, I guess, is a girl she knows. So she said, you can make the happy ending a little happier. And I was like, well, what does that mean? Right. And she's like, well.
She gonna move in?
Being the male that I am, understood. Because a happy ending is when the kind lady who just finished massaging all the kinks and stuff out your body attacks another muscle that you have.
I'm sorry, they should be 100% legal.
They should come with it.
Oh, yeah, like for real, it should come with
that shit shouldn't be some freaky shit you gotta do in a special room with an old Asian lady.
When the waiter don't like refill your cups, your waters, or your whatever your drink, you be like, man, I ain't finna tip this nigga. He ain't even refill our drinks. That's how it should be. Like, I ain't finna tip this bitch. She ain't even drink me out. She just left, never came back, like everything was cool.
Like, hey, lady, you forgot a muscle.
Right.
You dig? So when she said extra happy, I was like, but damn, what this girl finna do to me? Yeah. So now I see why she was twirling, because I started twirling. I go, oh, this shit finna be litty.
I started twirling, toes start curling.
No, I'm not gonna name the episode that I was about to. Right? But yeah, man. So of course she gonna hit me, telling me how it's canceled and we can't do it. And then it was raining. So she's like, after the massage, we was going to have a picnic and all this shit. She bought a picnic basket and all these shit. And then it was raining and flirting with rain all day. So that couldn't happen. And then I go, so what are we doing? And she's like, I don't know. What you got planned? I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
You spent the last 2 weeks hyping me up about this shit. The day before, you tell me what it was going to be. The day of, it ends up being nothing. And you end up the statement by asking me what we got planned. I said,
man, I'm never that guy. You know what I'm saying? But this divorceable, man. What happened?
And it's because, why you offering me this, man?
Yeah,
you offering me
yes. In case the shit hit the fan.
And this is why
exactly. This is why I keep it on the low.
And it's because I tell her this anytime anything is a possibility, and she always gets excited. I say, honey, do not. I say, curb your enthusiasm.
Yes. And anytime you're dealing with somebody that ain't you always got to keep it on the low because it's out of your control at that point. Like the last 2 times I was in Texas and I pulled up on my daughter out of the blue. I told her nothing. And the reason that I told her nothing, because it's a 15-hour drive. What if I get tired, then the motherfucker? And I say, man, I'm finna go to sleep. Or what if I get a flat tire? Or what if I get this?
What if I get hit by an Asian lady?
You at the crib? Yeah. Come outside. I wait 15 minutes and say, come outside. She come outside. This time when she came outside, when I had pulled up on her, she said, you're back and forth so much, I never know with you. That's what she said when she walked outside.
But that's what makes it special.
Yeah, it makes it special. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing you're expecting something and don't get it hurts more than not expecting something and not getting it every time.
Yes. Me and my mama got into a little argument about some shit like that recently because I didn't tell her nothing either, right? Her mama nothing either. And I'm like, well, because I want it to be a complete surprise, I think it's even unfair to you for me to tell you and say, hey, keep that on low for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I can't ask you to hold my surprise.
Right. It's unfair and it's unnecessary. So that's kind of...
And you probably ruin it.
Exactly, there's that because
and
that's what women do. But
because
yes.
they, I guess, and to give them a little credit, it's because they're happy that they're doing something to make you happy.
Yes,
because in their mind, I'm just this idiot who always pisses them off. So let me show them that I'll make them happy. So they're excited for you to be excited.
I get that.
But what happens with them is a lot of times they follow through, don't follow through.
Me and my brother had this talk so much when I was in Texas because I tell him every time he say he gonna do something, he don't do it. I'm like, your intentions are good. But I said, but your problem is you show love to everybody, so you overextend yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And I said, and life works where if you come through 8 out of 10 times, a motherfucker only gonna remember the 2 that you did.
Because
and rightfully so.
Exactly what
and it's because the pain is heavier than the joy. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. Like how we always say,
joy and pain is like sunshine and rain.
It's the truth. How we were saying, like, you can have a bad day Monday and know that your Tuesday is going to be a bad day because of what happened on Monday. It's very rare that you have a good day on Monday and it automatically make your Tuesday. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the reason why people remember it more because it usually hurts more.
Yes, and that's why you should safeguard against it. Because
yes, you have to.
What you tell me you was gonna do,
safeguard against it. That's
yes, man. Word. Because what you telling me you was gonna do makes me happy, but when you don't do it, it makes me sadder because I knew what you were gonna do. If I don't know,
say, let's not do nothing for Valentine's Day this year.
Bang, and then whip out your.
When the shit hit the fan, you say, I'm just glad I was with you all day today, honey. I'm glad we didn't.
You already got your baked-in excuse.
Exactly. And then you can reschedule the thing and do it on March 8th. And then say, I wanted to do this for you on Valentine's Day, but the shit fell through. But I still wanted to have it for you.
Give these people this game, please.
God damn.
Give them this game.
No. Is it that hard?
It's that hard, I think, when you don't care about people's feelings.
Yes, because you tell the surprise for how it makes you feel.
Yes. You telling the surprise because you want them to feel as happy about it as you are.
And you can't wait no more. You want to feel it right now because you know how good it's going to feel.
You know how it felt when you thought of it. You know how it felt when you made the calls. You know how it felt when the person okayed it.
Listen, bro. What sucks about this conversation is that we wrong for how we...
It's Valentine's Day.
Right.
So,
but the point is, this is a good-ass lesson to learn. And it's only a positive if you learn the lesson. Let me tell you a story about my sister real quick, right? All right. So my sister is somebody that if you don't want to do something her way, she not finna fuck with you, right? I know this. My brother know this. His kids know this. Everybody know this. Like, we made fun of her about it. Like, we could all be on a road trip and we driving. My sister driving and we in my sister car. Now, every black person knows it's my car. I'm driving.
You never touch a black man's radio.
Exactly. I make the motherfucking rules. So, and we all in the whip. And mind you, nigga, this 15 years ago, we making fun of my sister for this. I say, hey, let's stop at McDonald's. My brother say, hey, let's stop at McDonald's. 2 of his kids say, heck yeah, let's stop at McDonald's. And my sister say, I don't want McDonald's. I ain't stopping at McDonald's.
Yeah, I got McDonald's money.
So, yeah, no, not even that. I ain't stopping at McDonald's. She don't care if you got your own money, nigga. I don't want to go to McDonald's. I'm on this road trip. I'm getting this road. Fuck what y'all talking about. We in my car, suck a dick, right?
We all want to go to McDonald's.
I don't give a fuck.
But for real, I really want to go.
Shut up, bitch.
Sit your ass back there in the seat.
All right, all right, we make fun of her about it, right? But then when we make fun of her about it later, we say, but like, you don't even look at it from a standpoint of we all live in my brother's house for free. Because we young adults, right? We all live in his house for free. Him and his kids are saying, yeah, let's stop at McDonald's. And because it's your car, you drive, you say, fuck y'all niggas, I ain't stopping at McDonald's, right? So we clown you for that for 2 decades, pretty much, right? And then that's just the going rate. That's what it is, right? So we having a big, deep family discussion, right? And we was like, well, with you, all you need to do is just admit that shit gotta be your way and we Gucci. And she was like, no, I'm not finna wear that negative hat. I just want this to happen. Like, if you tell me you want me to help you with this, I just want information on this so I can know what I'm helping. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, right, I'm not saying you wrong for wanting your information, but The thing is, if you don't get that information, you not finna help with whatever a motherfucker is asking, and you have that right. But she was like, I don't want to wear the negative. I said, it's only negative when you keep telling me, I'll look out for you because I love you and I don't need shit, I'm gonna look out. But then when I ask you to look out, it got to be your way or it's fuck you. It's only negative if you keep telling me you're something and you're not that, because it's hard for me to understand.
Because you don't want to be labeled as this.
Exactly, and it's not a negative. My brother said, okay, I'm going to give you an example. He said, I hit up Hype one day, and I said, hey, Hype, I need $250. I said, no problem. He said, can you Western Union it to me? I say, hell no.
Download Google Pay.
I say, download Google Pay. I'll send you the money right now. And if you don't download Google Pay, I won't send you the money at all. And also, I need you to pay me back on Google Pay or I won't send you the money at all. He said, send a screenshot. He said, is this the app? I said, yep. He said, I got it, bro. I said, no problem. I sent him the money on Google Pay. He said, wow, this shit dope. It went straight into my bank account. I said, exactly. And we didn't have to pay a dime. This is not a commercial for Google Pay because now you have to pay, goddammit. Fuck you, Google Pay. Right? So my brother said, Hype said he not gonna send me the money unless I do it his way. And I said, and that's my right. I'm fine with that. There's nothing negative about it unless I say afterwards, no, I would have sent him the money any way he wanted. It's only a negative if you refuse to wear the hat. And what people do in life is they let the world tell them that things are negative that are positive. And I say that to explain how we just explained what we explained for Valentine's Day. We're not saying, oh, you fucked up my Valentine's Day. We're saying there was an easier way to do everything that you did where no one's disappointed, including yourself.
Exactly.
And that's the exact same way. If we know you got to do it my way, I know to only fuck with you unless I'm prepared to do it. Everyone knows you can only fuck with me on my terms if you need me to do something for you.
That should be common practice.
Nigga.
If you want something from me, at least allow me to dictate how I'm going to do it. Unless you want it done a specific way, then allow me the option to say yes or no.
Exactly. It's like that nigga that need to borrow some money from you. He come to your house and pick up the money, and then when it's time for him to pay you back,
you got to go pick it up. I know that nigga. What kind of shit is this?
Because people do stuff like that is why you have to do things on my terms.
Here you go, little funky ass $50. But since you need it so much, come pick it up.
Like, wait, for real. What? No bullshit. And that's why I know I'm not wrong for saying this is how you got to do it. And I only am going to behave this way if you're asking me for the favor. If I'm asking you for the favor, it's on your terms. And that's why I know I'm not wrong. So I'm like, it's not hard to wear the hats you need to wear in life. And that's a hat a motherfucker need to wear that I need to not make myself feel good right now. Keep this shit on a low in case the shit hit the fan.
Because she's sadder than I am. And she's sad.
She should be.
Exactly, because she hyped it up. She wanted this. She wanted to make me happy and execute it. So she did all that. So this is why you shut up about it. Like, again, they would have never known that gift that I bought was coming unless I didn't get hit with that moment. And then I said to myself, it don't matter if they know it's coming. They're going to have the same level of joy when it comes as if they know.
But the element of surprise is wonderful. And it's like why I like to buy my daughter, I like to buy my shorty shit when it ain't their birthday.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, element of the surprise is already gone. It's Valentine's fucking shit. Somebody's expecting something. So I don't have to worry about that element of surprise.
I go to work and come home with an iPad. You feel what I'm saying?
Every time, at least once a week, I go anywhere, like a Walgreens or some random place, and I go get my daughter some random shit. I got her some LOL fucking coloring book shit, and then me and her went home, and then she asked me to sit and color with her.
Yep.
She's happy. Those little joyous moments all the time.
See, what me and my daughter do is we do random shit. Like today, she want me to go pick her up around 2. It's probably going to end up being specific 2 before our 2 get here. But we'll probably go look at some houses. We'll go to a store or 2. We don't have no idea what we're going to do. So the element of surprise is there we go. She knows she's going to end up getting some bullshit. And who knows what else we'll do. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna get some jokes, some fun times, some pictures, couple videos.
We might end up in a park. We might end up fucking, like I said, breaking in the neighborhood, looking at real estate. We might
end up at a Daytona Speedway or something.
Bullshit. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ended up in fucking St. Augustine riding go-karts around the city and shit. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? So that element of surprise is there, even though she know we gonna do something today, opposed to its presence under the tree of a list of shit I gave you a month ago.
Exactly, shit that you know that I want that you had better gotten.
I'm sorry, that's boring.
It's boring.
And when I say that's whack and everybody act like I'm the crazy one, Like, fuck off.
Please?
Like, dead ass.
Please.
Hey, I'm the crazy one.
But that's the problem with the world, man. The world is sad because we're living by other people's ideas of happiness.
Yes. And that was what my sister didn't
It's
want to
not
wear that because she think my way or the highway is a bad idea.
It's not.
It's a good idea. You're asking me for things.
It's a good idea if you stay on that highway.
Yep.
Don't come off the highway and say, well, shit, I would have came off the highway had you just asked. No, you wouldn't.
I was telling my brother about that shit. And I said, yo, that's the first step of learning how to deal with a motherfucker. I said, but this is some shit me and Rebel talked about on The Raw Hype. I said, another step is when you do something for somebody all the time, and then you think, well, I do it because they would do it for me in that situation. And I say, there's nothing wrong with that. But as we have gotten older, we realize that don't mean nothing if I'll never be in the situations that they get into. And I said, and people that I have to do for like that, and they would do for me if I was in a situation that I'm never going to be in, are people that I don't fuck with. Or people
heavy.
that I don't fuck with.
Yeah. Cause you would stab a nigga for me because he stole my chickens.
Right.
But I don't got chickens. So
And
it's
I don't
like
let people at my house that I don't goddamn know and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make the moves that you make to get there.
to put in that position. So I won't need that.
It does me no good that you would look out for me the same way when I know I'm never gonna need it because I make good decisions. So I can only deal with other people that make good decisions, and when they in a situation, it's a situation like I could end up in.
Yep, a random shit that I can
Exactly,
end up
like
in.
a situation of, hey, I need $500 that I'm good for. Hey, there'll be a time in my life where I need $500 that I'm good for, and I like to hang out with other people that from time to time, every now and then, are gonna need $500 that they good for.
That's why I always said, somebody asked me for like $50 one time. I said, man, I ain't got it. And I think that same day you asked me for like $150, $200, and I sent it immediately. And it's because I ain't got it for a motherfucker who may or may not pay me back. But I got it for a nigga that I know whenever his payday is, or maybe even before, it'll be right back.
No
And
bullshit.
people are madder that they're the fucker than they're the thatter.
And
That's not on me.
And even if you've done nothing, and I'm just not sure because I don't fuck with you that much.
The
That's
banks
enough.
do it all the time.
Exactly.
Loan me $500.
Hell no.
Do you work? No. Do you got a savings? No. Do you have an account with us? No.
Did you pay back the last nigga you bought? According to your credit report, no. You didn't.
According to your credit report, shit, you don't never do it.
You can't be trusted at all.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't give you the $500. But fuck you then. You motherfucker. I thought y'all niggas.
Exactly. Nigga won't treat you like that, boy.
Hey, if I give you this $500, will you pay me back?
I hope so.
Hey, we don't change our sounds enough, but we don't use them to the point where they always steal.
Exactly. Because we forget about it.
Yeah, I definitely forget about it. That nigga, because I'd be surprised when you hit the button. That nigga said, "You gonna pay me back this $500?"
I hope so.
Hey, Kodak's out of jail.
Kodak's out of jail. Wow.
Can we talk about how Kodak's out of jail? I know everyone knows, but still.
Go ahead.
Kodak Black was pardoned by former President Donald J. Trump as he was getting out of office. I don't know why he pardoned Kodak.
No idea.
I know why he pardoned Lil Wayne.
Allegedly, it might have been a backdoor deal.
Interesting.
Because Lil Wayne took pictures and shit with a nigga before.
I know why he pardoned Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lil Wayne promoted him right before the election.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
I also feel like that was all in the thing. It's like, hey, man, I need your demographic.
100%.
With Lil Wayne, I need your demographic.
That nigga Vlad asked, he said, Boosie, would you have posed for a picture with him in that same situation? He said, hell yeah. He's like, anybody would have did that is stupid. I was like, exactly. That's how you know Boosie a real nigga, because some niggas so fake that they would have tried to keep it real and say, hell no, I wouldn't have did that.
Thank you.
You dumb if you wouldn't
keep
do that.
it real as fuck in jail for 10 years
Or
over
you
a
keep
picture
it
with a
real
nigga.
on Vlad TV with lies, because you would. It's the same thing I said about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, a great example of what the fuck we was just talking about. I would never do what 6ix9ine did as far as snitching in that situation, because I would never be in that situation. But anyone that was in the exact same situation as 6ix9ine would have snitched.
Absolutely. You can't, and again, they have broke mindset and broke thoughts. So of course you're gonna think, as a nigga with nothing, that man, all I got is my word out here, man. I ain't gonna break that. But a nigga with money and potential to make some more money,
no doubt,
you gonna pick that over rotting in jail for some.
Yep. I don't care if you a deadbeat dad. I don't care what you are. If I can go out in the free world with my daughter and millions of dollars is, or in prison with nothing but niggas for the rest of my life, which one do you think?
And again, man, the shit is they don't give a fuck about you. You rotting in jail being real, and niggas gonna forget who the fuck you are in a few years.
Yeah, he didn't post on social media for 2 or 3 months, and niggas forgot who.
And no one gave a fuck. No one said, "Hey,
it was
where's
like the
6ix9ine?"
first month, and niggas was like, 6ix9ine hasn't posted, and then a month later, people was like, man, that nigga must be broke. And then by the 3rd month, nobody was talking about him.
And then by the 4th month, he's like, "I'm back with the blicky,
Exactly.
blicky,
Yeah.
blicky." And then he's heating up the internet for a couple days, and he's finna dip out.
Yeah.
That shit, man.
I don't give a fuck if he got to look over his shoulder for the rest of his life. Looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life with millions of dollars is better than looking over his shoulder in prison.
I just about to say he gonna have to look over his shoulders in there too.
And again, I don't know if I can explain this enough. I would never do what he did because I will never be in his situation.
Thank you.
That's so I'm not saying nothing. I'm not condoning snitching. I'm just being realistic.
That's it.
Every nigga on earth would have done exactly what he did if they woke up in his shoes. Hey, you can get $30 million in your freedom in 6 months, or you can get 0.
You can get 30 years, and niggas still trying to kill you. It's like, man, come on, man.
Allowing himself to get in that situation to become famous is the whack part.
And that is, again, why I blame the world. Because, man, we didn't talk about her the other week because
Gorilla Glue Girl?
Yes.
I don't know who she is, nigga. I have no idea who she is because I don't have time to know who she is.
But it's because
I don't know what she did. I don't know nothing about this lady.
I'm gonna give you a little bit, right? But this is why I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give you a little bit, and it's because I hate what the world is doing to people and what the internet is doing to people, right? This young lady put Gorilla Glue in her hair to try to get it to slick down or whatever the case may be, and Gorilla Glue standing by its name and its product, that bitch couldn't get it out. She could get it out to save her life. So I'm talking weeks and weeks. This motherfucker just got her hair in this one particular solid rock position because she put Gorilla Glue in her hair. So then, of course, she went all over the internet, people helping, sending money. This motherfucker got $15,000 to $20,000 on the GoFundMe, my nigga.
I heard she was suing the Gorilla Glue.
Then she turned around after getting that money and then sued Gorilla Glue saying, hey, y'all niggas didn't say I couldn't put it in my tracks. It's like, man. What? But ultimately, she getting interviews. She getting all this shit. People are having to kill themselves and harm themselves to try to make a way in this world today. There's a dude that just died recently because they did a robbery prank.
Oh, and somebody shot him.
Shot and killed him.
I didn't click on the video, but I seen it.
Raw Hype would love for y'all to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm not gonna try to die for y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
It's crazy that that's what people are on.
Hype, and this is just, there was another dude who's like, man, that Gorilla Girl is full of shit. And then he went and sprayed Gorilla Glue on a cup and then stuck the cup to his mouth. So now this dumb nigga is in the hospital trying to get the cup off his mouth. But he ain't getting Gorilla Glue coverage. He getting Gorilla Girl coverage. So he just a dumbass with a fucking cup glued to his face.
See, this is the kind of shit that make me feel like the world not real.
It made me think it's about to end.
Yeah.
Because Hype, this shit is a perfect example of like haywire. Up is down, down is up. Well, how you make money? Do you go to college and do you learn a skill? Fuck no.
Yeah.
You pull a risky prank online, enough people see you, they retweet it, they make some memes out of you. You can sell some shirts, do some interviews,
you get
some
your
checks.
friend to record you walking behind the counter at Popeye's Chicken, taking all the chicken out of shit, picking up the whole fried thing right out the grease and walking out of Popeye's and grabbing a hot piece of chicken and just eating it. That's what you do on your 18th birthday and shit. They was talking about one little short that was popping from YouTube, and then on her 18th birthday, she made an OnlyFans, and people was in the comments like, you people subscribing to her OnlyFans are sick. And I'm like, see, this is what's wrong with this country. Because I'm like, if I'm watching Shameless and shit the other day, and Debbie was 18 and had sex with a 17-year-old, and then they put her ass in jail for it and shit. And she on the sex offender list. They did a typo on the sex offender list and showed that she had sex with a 7-year-old girl. So she called the sex offender list like, hey, she was 17. It's like, can you at least update the age? Like, motherfuckers don't want to hire me to cut the grass and shit. Can you update the age to 17, right? And it's like, when people still are like, you're a sick fuck. You had sex with a 17-year-old. And it's like, when you turn 18, it's like, whoo, everything's okay. But it's like, if a woman do something with the freedom of her body at 18, you still got a problem with it. So I'm like, people want to have a problem with everything anyway. And honestly, whoever told you 18 years old was a good age to start making adult decisions is wrong.
It's wrong, man. I think it's Australia or somebody. They are trying to make age of consent 15. It's like, Come on, guys. We need to be raising these things higher, not lower. Again, hype. Medically speaking, your brain doesn't finish developing till you like 25.
I know.
So how the fuck am I able to make decisions adultly when I got 7 years left of my brain getting right?
You can make a decision that can put you in prison for the rest of your life. Hell, you could be younger than that and make a decision to bring another person into the world. And then when you're 18, you can make a decision to go to the army and shit. 18 years old is not enough to go to the army. So my whole thing is honestly, if you have a problem with 17, you should have a problem with 18 in every aspect. I personally think, and this is of course an old nigga talking, that you should have to be 21 to make a lot of decisions that you're able to make in this world.
Man, damn it, 25.
Nah, 25 is ridiculous.
Hype, if your brain ain't done, you basically telling me, hey, cook this chicken for 30 minutes. You whip the chicken out at 20 minutes and nah, man, that wing look pretty nice.
25 is ridiculous.
You can get salmonella if you eat that wing. Yeah, but they looking nice.
Sure, but that's ridiculous.
It's not.
Screech died at 44, man. That's 25 is more than half that man's life he ain't allowed to live it.
I think he lived.
25 is ridiculous.
He was a
21 is reasonable.
He was a child star. So he lived, I think you get more years crammed into your year.
The nigga that died at 44 that was the point. You don't get
man, if you use him, I can only defend what you use.
Like Screech lived. Screech lived at least 70 years of living out here. Rest in peace, Screech.
Rest in peace, Screech, man. Rest in peace, the internet killing people, man. That's all I'm saying. I was watching.
I actually saw you broke the news to some people that Screech had passed on the Raw Hype Instagram. So I will say, for the latest breaking news, subscribe to the Raw Hype Instagram.
Please, man. Come on.
We even broke the news that Lamar Odom died that time that he didn't.
The news the time that he didn't.
Yeah, that's true. We broke some news about Drake one time when he dropped back to back.
Yeah, we dropped back to back.
Yeah.
That was one of our highest viewed shit. And I was wondering if it had anything to do with back to back.
With old Drake.
Shout out to Drake. Nigga helping people he didn't even know.
Man, I gotta put the back to back beat on, man. I gotta put the back to back beat on, man. It's only right for Valentine's Day, man.
Oh, man. But shout out to my lady at her attempt for a wonderful Valentine's.
Hey, you'll get them next
Almost
year,
had my toes curled. Hey.
Motherfuckers want to plan fucked up Valentine's. We're not doing this shit again next year. Won't be no back to back. Yeah.
You promised shit, but you ain't did nothing. I would be happy with a fucking muffin. But yeah, you told me we was going mad and that a lady was gonna put my shit in her mouth. But what happened? Nothing at all. What you didn't do? Nothing at all. And now I'm sad, now I'm mad now. I'm doing the raw hype, he laugh in the background. When I go home, she gonna be pissed I'm recording. But she ain't pissed that Dean did shit last morning. Man, now these girls, they be talking shit. That's enough. Come on.
Dick licking, turn the Twitter fingers. I make myself laugh at the beginning of my flows too much, man. I ain't rapping with you no more, man. I do that often, man. My first line just make me laugh. I'm gonna stop, bro. It's because you laugh, though. I be laughing at your shit, but I try not to die laughing. But sometimes I do anyway.
Can I type in something real quick, man?
Damn, bro.
Sorry, I apologize. Because I was going to put it on mine, but yours got the shit coming through the shit, right?
All right, what Cardi did?
Man, come on. She was going to lead me into our next topic real fast, right?
She got some new shit out?
She got some new amazing shit out,
Bro,
right?
I might need a black freckle this, man.
You can. I just want to.
That shit hard right there, bro.
That line right there
Right.
is the cause of me stopping that beautiful song.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's real. I like this.
Oh, it's ridiculous, but it's real.
Yeah, she was sliding on that bitch.
That shit is so hard.
Yeah.
I ride around. Adrian love that shit. We ride around just thumping that motherfucker.
Yeah, she was sliding. I'm gonna do this. This might be my first video back from old Flirkles, bro.
Come on, bring her back. This is my problem with it.
With that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy.
I know that's right. That's it. Oh man, this might be my first freckle back.
Come on, that's a smart one to bring back too.
Yeah, this shit hard.
But listen, man. When I say this all the time, men and women need to fix their relationship with each other, man. Men and women have a very bad relationship with each other, and it's shit like this.
Yeah,
It sounds dope. We're rejoicing and singing it.
Oh, yeah.
The message is not a good message.
It's kind of like the old shit we used to jam like with Snoop and them saying it ain't no fun if the homies can't handle it. It's just on some player shit that you just gotta respect. It's not the right way to live your life. It just sounds dope. It just sounds dope.
The problem is, just like with Snoop, there's some people that take this as the way to live.
I feel like listening to niggas like Snoop and Tupac and shit, it helped fuck up my mind when it came to women.
And here comes round 2. The women is because women right now feel like, nah, man, this our shot. We now gonna son y'all niggas.
Yeah.
It's why I said this shit years ago. Niggas is the new bitches.
Oh yeah, women on right now, bro.
They own. And they swinging their dicks and shit, nigga.
They on right now.
They even use terms like dick. They be like, hey, suck my dick.
Yeah.
They're so on that they say what you used to say to them to you.
Bitch ass niggas ain't
Right,
shit.
broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Big bag pussy, not the Bentley band. Take a Balenciaga body.
This beat hard.
Nigga,
Ooh, that bitch hard.
a beat to do something
Yeah,
to you, man.
that shit
Hey,
is
pull up
hard.
the beat, man.
That
But
shit is hard right there, bro.
I just wanted to say that little part, man, because this is what is fucking up the relationship with men and women, man. Because now women out there gonna think that broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. And we've said this before.
Even though I'm broke, a nigga deserves some damn pussy. Hey.
Bitches wanna fuck, but for Frito. I offer that bitch some Frito. Lay, bitch, gonna lay, bitch. I ain't come over to play, bitch. What you say, bitch? If you fucking, it's okay, bitch. Gonna A, bitch. Valentine's fucking day, bitch. I'ma put your pussy in the sandwich.
I ain't got $1, but I'm still about to holla. I'ma walk up in the club, not popping no bottles. But my collar, it get pop. I'm hollering bitches non-stop. And I know I ain't got no guap, but I'm still begging for some top.
I got some flowers and some candy. Come on, bitch, hand me my dick in your hand, kinda handy. Look, I don't know what she be doing, but she topping and she oohing, and that bitch got a hot pot that she be brewing. I be like, Lordy, my Gaudi, that bitch baldy. Look, oh my Miss Molly. I just wanna touch her, I just really wanna fuck her, but I ain't got no money, and she said I cannot trust her.
I ain't got no bands, but I'm trying to use my hands. Will you give a boy a chance? Hell nah, bitch, I can't dance, but I can't throw it if you dancing, cause I ain't got no money, ho. Nah, I ain't joking, I know my pocket's funny though, but I can still smash. I can get up in that ass. I can show you what it is for a nigga with no cash. We can still have some fun. They know I'm on the run. Nigga ran up out of funds, but I can use my tongue. Stop playing with him.
Nigga said I ran up out of funds, but I can still use my tongue. Is that a loophole?
Hey, man.
Broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. What, can he eat it?
I don't have a job, but I am willing to taste you, young Cardi. What's up, man? What's up?
I know my check didn't clear, but can I taste you still?
I hope so.
I hope so, goddamn shit.
But hey, that's all I wanted to
That
say.
beat
man.
hard,
That shit
boy.
too hard.
I gotta listen to that song for Young Frigga. That
Wait a
shit
minute.
hard. She would ride on that bitch too.
The entire song she rides.
Look, man, I would say this about Cardi B. I've said it a million times.
Go ahead.
If you don't like Cardi, you are the problem.
Absolutely.
Cardi B is a non-unlikable celebrity.
Big fact.
She's not unlikable, bro.
It's why I have a problem. Well, I don't have a problem, but it's why this could cause a problem. Because she's somebody I would tell somebody to listen to.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Hey, listen to what she's saying, man. She's giving you the raw, real, uncut, the honesty.
I mean, let's be honest though. If your daughter was gonna live by a slogan that a rapper said, that's mine. If I was gonna give my daughter something, hey, little baby girl, broke niggas don't deserve to fuck with you.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna tell my daughter that, and then your daughter gonna say, I know that's right.
I was like, sit your little ass down.
But honestly, that's not a bad thing for. And we ain't. I'm not looking, and you're not looking, so it ain't finna bother us. And we got daughters. Hey, we might have to jump on that bandwagon while we playing.
Damn, you making me eat my words. But I guess the only reason I have a problem with it is because of what it promotes. Everyone shouldn't feel this way, and it's because some people just need to take what they get. So for you to lessen your pot by saying, I want to love you, but you ain't got no money. I can't give you this pussy. Well, you got all the money. Yeah, but the rules say you need to have the money so I can get the pussy. And all I'm saying is everybody's life is not set up for everybody. So if you live in a life or a way that your lady is the fucking headmaster or the fucking, you know what I'm saying, she runs the building, there's no way you're going to be able to make more money than her for the most part. So for her to never give you no pussy because you riding for your hard, strong working woman, because of the rules.
Your woman can make more money than you. That don't make you broke. That just make you a nigga with less money.
Well, then what's broke?
Broke is a nigga a nigga who ain't got money to spend on a woman to me. From their standpoint.
Okay, I was just about to say, thank you. You almost left me a little hanging.
Well, that's how they mean it. Like, you know the old, if the nigga can't get you a Birkin bag, then don't fuck with him. You know, and I don't believe in shit that's whack. But I do look at it from a standpoint of, but I would even say this if I was giving a nigga advice. You need to fuck with somebody that
nigga, I know that's right.
You need to fuck with somebody that make your life better.
Yes, but I'm saying yes, and that don't always mean money.
Of course, it doesn't always mean money.
But the rules say that if he ain't got nobody,
that's if we gonna get deep into a rap bar. You know what I'm saying? On the surface.
One more thing. Women could probably attest to this. Broke niggas will probably fuck you better than niggas with money.
Oh, I could agree with that.
So if you looking for good fuck,
I'm just saying that because I'm broke.
So if your goal is to get fucked correctly, you're eliminating your demographic because you want to listen to Queen Cardi. But hey, that's my point.
Hell, stop putting such an emphasis on fucking. Hell.
Hey.
Put emphasis on, do this nigga got $100? Because some niggas don't. Does this nigga got the Credit Karma app on his phone? Hell, fuck if he got good credit or not. If the nigga don't got the app on his phone, he not old enough to fuck with it.
A few years ago, they just said, money make me come. Money make me come. Now you're saying broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. Come on, man.
Pretty much passing the torch. Yeah, they was raised on them hoes.
Real quick, you said, we said what's broke, and I remembered that, I don't know if it's a little baby that said it, but they put his name next to the picture that I saw.
Of course.
And they say, so poor is 0 to 500K.
Okay.
If you got that, you're poor.
Okay.
Middle class is 500K to 2 million. Mm-hmm. Upper class 2 million to 4 million.
Little baby definitely didn't say these things, but go on.
I know, but so this nigga with his money is one of them. Comfortable is 4 million to 10 million. Is that comfortable for you?
4 million to 10 million, yeah, I'd be comfortable. But I mean, I'd be comfortable with 500K.
I'd be comfortable with poor.
Top of the line poor.
Top of the line poor. I can't use that.
I feel like if I had 500 bands, I would be happy.
I know I'll be happy.
Yeah, especially like if you don't get, like you got your career paid off and your car's paid off and you got 500 bands. I don't see how anybody wouldn't be happy.
I don't see, but
unless you used to have more than that.
And if you think you need to be buying $40,000 shoes, nigga, Gucci, Future just had some $43,000 like Gucci slides or something.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Man, come on. So of course you're gonna be poor if you think some slippers cost $50,000, nigga.
Bruh, my brother's wife just sent a picture
she copped some slippers?
To the group chat with me, my brother, and her. And it's my brother's truck. I've been parking in this nigga driveway forever, and it's surrounded by fucking snow. She talking about you left just in time. You're damn right I did. You're damn right.
Wealthy is 10 million to 30 million. Super rich is 2 billion plus.
Will you stop reading that? That is the dumbest shit ever.
But sadly, this is the internet telling people how to live. They tell you you're $150,000, $200,000.
$500,000, you're poor. I was already done with this.
So you can't get no pussy based on that.
This is dumb. I can't even believe you brought this out on the right.
I only brought it up because I remembered it came across my table. But this is why the internet is ruining lives, and it's because it's ruining the expectation of lives. Because
people are stupid. If you live by the same stupid moniker that everybody else in this country lives by, I don't give a fuck if you got money. I don't give a fuck if you're famous. You're not gonna be happy.
But they don't allow you to be happy if you don't.
I don't live by their moniker, and I'm extremely happy.
Probably because you're older.
No.
I think this is a young plague. It's the young people and people who want to remain young. Because some people are ashamed of getting old. So they try to act young and do young things to try to keep themselves young. So,
I don't give a fuck. You in that internet too much. There's my little niece, she don't be on none of that shit. That's for the people on the internet, despite their age. People on the internet think like this.
That's what I'm saying. So you have the old people who trying to keep up with the youngins.
The internet ain't for young people. The internet is for old people. The internet is for old people. Yeah, no bullshit.
The young people can't decipher. I saw this girl who was like 18 or so. She was a TikTok star and she just committed suicide. She has like millions of views and making money and shit off TikTok, but then she killed herself because she's unhappy. I feel like that's why the internet ain't for kids, because their mind's not developed well enough to take the lies and the bullshit that's coming from the internet. They think it's real.
Because old people, what they do is they go on the internet and lie.
Yes.
And kids don't
They go on the internet and believe.
Exactly. They lie and believe. And then they get to the point where the internet is their whole life. And it ends up being that way for children too, because even kids think like the fact that people at school hate them means something. And it's really on some shit like, hey, if they don't physically do anything to you, believe it or not, nothing they talking about matters.
But that only comes with you being older.
Exactly.
So as you younger, you think this is everything.
Yes.
As you older, you realize that is so nothing.
Yes.
The person,
like
you
an old nigga that got some sense don't give a fuck if his boss like him or not.
As long as that nigga okay my PTO, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me.
This nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's how an old person think. But they old enough to think, well, I also ain't finna be trying to get a promotion here either. You feel what I'm saying? Like on some, if you don't give a fuck what he think, you also understand you're not finna get promoted. A young person just might not give a fuck what he think, and then they mad when they don't get promoted. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you have to learn what parts of life are real and how to play those parts.
And what parts are real for you.
For you.
Because not all of it is real for you, man.
It's not.
Some of it is just for them. Like Cardi can say that because she got millions of dollars. She get Birkin bags and people give her free shit all the time.
Is not a real person.
Yes. But
Cardi
people
B
look at her as something they could. Cardi's real. Here's why I mean. She's real in the sense of you saw her come up. She was a ex-stripper who was down on her luck trying to make some money. And now you saw her climb that mountaintop by being herself and using herself as a way to do it. So she's real,
of course,
in that sense. But she's now gotten to a place where she's not real anymore.
Exactly. Like who she is not real in a way of you can't be Cardi B.
Exactly. But she got there. So I think the people's thing is because they see her get there, they think they can be that.
Yes.
So when she does things, they want to follow what she does. But hey, she's in a realm now that you can't even access.
Not even be that, just be
inspired by it.
Yeah, that's the way to put it.
Yes.
Inspired by it.
But again, if you're inspired by it.
Rappers are inspirational, man.
And they use that inspirational incorrectly.
And they always have.
They rent high powered cars, say they own them, and then when we see them getting repossessed, they come back to tell us a new lie.
Yeah, that's true.
They use their influence to lie.
Yeah, remember when like Bow Wow was pretending like he was on jets and shit? And I'm like, Bow Wow, you're doing this for people that essentially you're better than.
You're doing like, shit to make them feel like they better than you. Yes. Another nigga on the flight with you took a picture of you lying.
Right.
Yeah, of course, he's like, man, nigga, I'm better than Bow Wow. My shit exposed Bow Wow. So now I'm viral because of Bow Wow, and this nigga's on the same flight as me. It's like why I like a nigga like Shannon Sharp. That nigga, you saw him be not drafted. He was not drafted, I think, right?
He was in the draft in the 6th or 7th round.
There you go. I know it was some late shit. Yeah. And grind, bust his ass, work hard, did what he did, won, and then, you continue to be him as he took his shit into talking about the game. Man, Shannon Sharp is that nigga, man. He that nigga, man.
Yeah. So, he was drafted in the 7th round. That's the last round in football.
It's almost like you're not drafted.
Oh, for sure.
We got one more pick. Who we got? That nigga lied. Bring him.
Damn. And that nigga in the Hall of Fame, boy. Shannon Sharp, man, he did his thing in life. But, I mean, he was also immensely talented.
He said immensely or mentally?
Immensely talented. Okay. Like, being extremely talented is something, particularly a sport, really will make your life a lot easier.
If you're talented in a if you're talented in a specific arena, then bang. The problem comes when you ain't.
Yeah, no bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Because even being good or working hard might not get you shit.
No. What do you believe in hard work, man?
I used to. I really used to, man. But the hard work, I feel like it maneuvers itself into consistency. I think consistency and hard work mirror each other, but they got their own name.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody will give you a shot because they see you doing the same thing for a very long time. That don't mean you working hard at it. It just means you consistently do it.
I feel like consistency is better than hard work.
I think so too, because sticking with anything is a challenge.
Grind.
Exactly, and you need to be rewarded by sticking with it. It's why some of them girls back in the old 80s movies would break down and give a nigga pussy. It's like, hey man, I've been loving you since the 3rd grade.
No, women like consistency.
It's what they look for.
Yeah. Like, if you keep on hollering at a woman, she will.
You can crack.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Because as a nigga, I'm like, I told you today, I met my homeboy girl today, right? And I met her, I talked to her for 25, 30 minutes, right? And I talked to you about her. I was like, see, this is the kind of shorty he should wife, right? I talked to her for 30 minutes. And it's because you can talk to someone immediately if you got some sense and know if they have some sense or they're worth a motherfucker's time.
easy, but
it's very easy.
It's very easy, man. You don't need too much. That's why Puffy. I always remember when Puffy's like, when he used to listen to artists and shit. He's like, man, I listen to the first few seconds of a track. He's like, because I can tell within the first few seconds if it's something I want or if it's something that goes. I don't need to listen to 3 verses of your raps to know what you got.
I'm the exact same way. The exact same way. I do not need to listen to a nigga album. There's plenty of people that people like, he dope, and I say he don't do it for me, and I've heard 2 or 3 songs by him.
One of my talents I always said was I can break a whole person down just based off you telling me 1 or 2 things they did.
Oh, for sure.
I can say, and it's because I can tell that this is the way they process things.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
This is how they process things.
That's all I need.
Yes, and it's very easy to do.
But you have to learn it.
Yes.
It's hard to learn it when you're being told broke niggas don't deserve no pussy, but then you see a bitch cheat on you with a nigga that got nothing. It's like, hey, the rules said. Oh, when you said what you said just a second ago, I was watching Sex and the City the other day. I decided to watch it.
But go on.
I was sick, man.
Apparently this show is wonderful.
Well, it has the problem that I always says rewatches of old things have, is that you don't get what they gave you because you've seen other versions of it since then.
Better if you haven't seen those.
So when you go watch that and you see a cheaper version of it, your brain doesn't have, hey, this was the original, so you need to respect it as if this is the first time you saw it.
Right.
Well, I didn't see it for 10 years, nigga. I can't do that. Right? And the one girl, she's a hoe, for lack of a better term.
Redhead?
You know? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think so.
I think she's the redhead.
And she finally found a good man and she was about to settle down with him.
Oh, yeah.
She hadn't fucked him and everything. She was practicing abstinence. Finally fucked the nigga and she said the nigga dick too small.
Right.
She went to therapy and all for the nigga dick. And the girl's like, well, how small is it? She's like, 3 inches. She's like, what? Hard. Right? And then again, I'm about to say, I don't think she's
blonde?
Yeah, that's what when you said that.
I was picturing her, but with red hair. Yeah, the red hair.
That was the red hair. Exactly.
Nah, I was picturing the wrong girl.
Yeah, that's why I keep pausing. It's like, I don't know. But again,
I didn't feel confident either. That's why I looked it up.
But so that's also a challenge for these dudes.
Sex in the City slut, but go on.
But no, so when you say broke niggas don't deserve no pussy,
man, that's bothering you, man. Go on though, man.
It's not bothering me in the sense that it's bothering me. It's bothering me for the message that it's given, because that nigga had money, and a lot of the niggas who get money is because they don't got dick for bitches. So they have to win them over by buying them things and schmoozing them, because the broke niggas is usually the ones who got the good dick for them. So when you say broke niggas don't deserve no pussy, and then you go get a man who you love and everything's amazing about him, but he can't fuck you, she then turns to cheating and dumping the nigga to go find somebody who can fuck her right. So when you putting out a message that you deserve money to fuck, but ultimately you want the fuck more than the money. Because a woman would leave a billionaire nigga to go fuck the yard man because he'll fuck that pussy up. That's why I don't like the message, man.
What I got from that soliloquy, you're broke, aren't you, Rebel?
Well, I have been having some financial troubles.
I'm in between jobs. That's one of my favorite phrases of all time, is I'm in between jobs. Because you have to break down those exact words to think in between jobs. So I got a job behind me and I have a job in my future. So that means right now I'm jobless. I like how that sounds. I'm trying to be in between jobs. Broke ass nigga, man.
Again, man, it's just because women ask for what they don't want.
Cardi, we can't even join you no more without broke niggas protesting that they can't get no pussy, Cardi. Cardi, hit me up. I got paper, man.
I got bread.
God damn.
Again,
boy.
I'm just helping the others because they think they Cardis. They ain't Cardis.
Look, man.
And you know what I'm saying? The others, they can't be fucking up they pile.
Ladies, don't let this nigga lower your standards. It's Valentine's Day. Shout out to all the ladies with them high standards. Let me bring Cardi back one more time.
There's ladies on Valentine's Day that ain't got a Valentine but getting fucked by a nigga who got a Valentine and she's perfectly happy.
She wouldn't be if she lived by these standards.
Hey.
By these standards, bitch. Oh, that's
I know you put down the instrumental.
Hold on. I'm through wrecking on that bitch, man. I'm gonna bring Cardi back at the end, bro. I'm gonna bring her back at the end, man. What else you got, man? We only been going about an hour, man.
I don't think we've been that long yet.
Nah, we have. When I looked up there a while ago, it was like 50 minutes.
While we talking about fucking and Valentine's Day, those things leads to babies.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. I was telling you the other day, just randomly sitting. Oh yeah, definitely not. I think we said this on old Raw Hypes, but now I think it need to be for real, right? And I added another little layer to it. I don't think you should be able to have a baby unless both people consent to having the baby.
I completely agree with that.
It shouldn't be, well, no, I'll have it. You don't have to have nothing to do with the baby. Because one, that's not true. Two, it's not right. So we shouldn't have it.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? That. Because, and I brought this up because you seen Halle Berry have to pay child support? I didn't know that until the other day. But
I love not knowing things because you be just breaking, and we would only talk about this shit on the Raw Hype, so I'm glad.
Exactly. I have no reason to talk about this in my life.
Halle Berry had to pay child support?
Well, I'm not going to speak on alimony as I have never asked for it, nor have I ever paid it. However, as for child support, I feel I can speak on it as I've been paying it for a damn decade now. She didn't say that. I feel if a woman or man is having to pay child support, that is way more than the reasonable needs to help support the child. I think that it's wrong. Now, I understand some parents, man or woman, that motherfucker got to keep doubling down on that, may need help. But I also feel that in these modern times that we live in, both men and women have the responsibility to financially take care of their children and work hard and make every effort to do so. The way many laws are set up right now for people are allowed to use children in order to be awarded money to live a lifestyle that not only they did not earn, but that is way above and beyond the child's reasonable needs.
No doubt.
And that is just wrong. It is the wrong. And where I see the abuse. The laws are outdated and no longer reflect the modern world. This is just my opinion, guys. I clearly don't own the truth. I can say I'm living it every day, and I can tell you that it's hard. I do totally understand the feelings of those men who feel that they are and have been taken advantage of by the system. Queen Halle Berry, ladies and gentlemen.
If you think logically, though, nobody in the world should really pay more than $1,000 a month in child support for a child that's not like a baby. Like if let's say you have a 12-year-old kid, you could buy a 12-year-old kid everything they need for $1,000 in a month.
Of course.
Like easily.
Of course.
Easily. Like if your bills were paid and I gave you, after all your bills was paid, and I gave you $1,000 after your bills was paid and said, hey, don't do nothing with this but buy the things you want and need. You would buy everything you wanted every month. And then if you said, I'm going to wait 2 months so I can get a section of cash. You could do that. You know, you could do that, especially if the other person is giving $1,000 a month to everything this child needs. Any child that's not like a newborn baby that you got to pay $300 a week for fucking daycare for reasons that I don't understand, or if there's something not health related to this child, $2,000 a month.
Come on, man.
Would take care of any child.
What I love that Queen Berry said was she said things like lifestyle. All Halle Berry said was what men have been saying forever. Yeah. And it's why I say men and women need to fix their relationship. We clearly feel a lot of the same ways about the same things. Yeah. It's just historically and you got to choose sides. So if you a woman, you can't agree with what Holly's saying because Holly's fucking up the game.
Yeah.
And as a man, you look and say, well, women are having kids just to have money.
Back to Shameless. I'm on a binge watch right now. You know, the one little shorty be going out with Debbie on Shameless, be like, yeah, we need to find our next baby daddy. Yes. They're talking to old rich niggas and shit. And she like, my fourth baby, I don't know if the son or the dad is the baby daddy, but the dad didn't want to get caught up in his marriage, so he gave me child support money a lot every month, more than the son could ever give me. And Debbie was like, is it child support money or hush money? And she was just like, who give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? And it's like motherfuckers be having babies out of their damn marriage and shit and paying the bitch off because they got money and shit to shut her the fuck up. Like, this isn't life.
And it's not the right life. That Holly said, right. This is the wrong. Yeah. She called it the wrong.
Yeah. But also, I do feel like if you're rich, your child support should be something.
Your child should be awarded more.
Yes.
Because you work for more, you have more, you should be awarded more. The problem comes is when that's determining the lifestyle. Like, okay, I got money now, so I need to be committed to giving the child and the child's mother all this money.
It should be no reason that shorty don't have to work because y'all got a kid.
Exactly.
Because it's like, to me, that means you're incapable of caring about the kid, so you need to give them to the person
somebody
with the
who
brain.
can. Exactly. If you need money to take care of it, then you need to give it to the motherfucker got money.
Exactly.
So you don't have to worry about that burden.
Exactly.
Men and women need to get their relationship in order.
do, man.
Because it's too. And again, this is not just what this is. This leads to shit. It leads to men cheating. It leads to some men killing a girl because he don't want the side chick to ruin his main life with a baby. It leads to this woman showing up to ruin the girl's life because he got me pregnant, bitch. You gonna take these things?
You know, I put a lot of stock into co-parenting because I have always co-parented, so I understand a lot of things about co-parenting, and I'm not one of those people that believes a child is always going to be better off when they're with both of their parents under the same roof. I think only crazy people believe that, but that's another story for another day.
Again, it's been what you've been told you need to be.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
But even if you are co-parenting, y'all need to be at least two motherfuckers that got along enough to where you don't ask a quick kid questions like, how's your mom? And again, it falls back to men and women need to fix their relationship.
They need to fix their relationship.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all close enough to have a kid, I don't give a fuck if that's just y'all fucked one time. If y'all close enough to go through with y'all having a kid, y'all shouldn't have to ask your kid questions like, how's your mom?
But has your mom been seeing anybody lately, son? Has she
Not
been bringing
even deep,
anyone
nigga.
over?
Not even deep, nigga. That's a shallow question. Like, is she sick? Is she alive? Like, them are the questions that I have heard recently from people. Like, not even is she sick, nigga. How was your mom? Like,
How's her well-being?
like, nigga, that mean I don't follow that bitch on Instagram or nothing.
I show up on Sunday when it's mine, and I come back on Saturday when it's hers.
Like,
That's
no
it.
bullshit. And I'm like, that's deep. That's like what you saying is deep. I'm talking the shallow, and it's deep that it ain't even at least shallow. You feel what I'm saying? That's craziness, right?
My man, this again leads to more. And when I say something about something, it's not because it's the something. It's because it's a cause and effect life we live in, man. Yeah. These things lead to other things. You have these broken, hurt people who don't know what love is or what it's supposed to be that goes out and hurt people in the name of fucking trying to make themselves whole. They rip someone else apart.
It's crazy that's how humans are built.
It's not built. Yes.
Yes, that's how
built. That's the perfect
built.
word.
Yes, they're built.
Because that takes you doing that to a motherfucker.
You remember that time I told you the story, and I might even told it on TheRawHype. I'm at work. A woman comes in, asks me the same stupid question 4 times in a row, walks out, and then her mother walks in and asks me the same question.
Yeah, you said that on here.
And I'm like, you taught her to be this stupid. And it's like, what can you even do? If I have your stupid genes, and then you teach me to be stupid, and then I grow up and I'm stupid.
I'm just
Is it
poison
even
in the
really
world.
my fault?
It's not. It's not. But at the same token, this been my problem with shit, man. Because you don't know that what you were told was wrong until you go out there and shown that it's wrong.
But even for me, like my parents did a bad job, right? But I can still grow up and say I have enough sense to know. A lot of instances, my parents are shitty people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of instances, my parents were wrong. And a lot of instances, I don't give a fuck what my parents would have to say about this because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
But that type of mindset is you can't have that.
It's the minority.
But you can't have that. When you say your parents wrong, you can't say your parents wrong. You can't say, hey, you did this wrong.
What's wrong with me?
Or it's like, well, don't talk back to your mama, boy. Yes. I beat that ass. You know how hard I had to work out here for you to have them little shoes on your feet, for you to come back and tell me, well, I didn't raise you right because I wasn't home at all. And I had niggas coming through and tell you, don't come by mama door for another hour. I don't give a damn what you need.
But for real, you coming to me with that shit with an attitude is the problem.
Yes.
You know how goddamn hard I had to work? I don't give a fuck how hard you had to work. I didn't tell your dumb ass to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Which again goes back to both people need to sign off on it. And then they probably need to take it to a fucking magistrate or somebody.
Like I want my daughter to understand how hard I work and how much I go through for her and shit. But I tell her shit like, I go through this, and this behind you. I work like this, and behind you. But to be honest, it's just because I love you so much and I want to make sure I'm doing this for you and doing that for you. And I go through things for you because I just love you.
And I don't bring it to you.
Exactly. That's as deep as it'll ever go.
My daughter this morning.
I started explaining that shit like that to her in 2020.
I was leaving the house today. I heard her ask her mom for watermelon, and then I come out, the watermelon's on the couch, and she in the room playing. And I go, honey, come on, you asked for these watermelons, eat the watermelon. She's like, all right, daddy. And I was like, I could have said, man, you know how hard I fucking work to buy these fucking watermelons? You just go slice them and just leave them in the couch? But that ain't got shit to do with her. But that's what parents, that's what old parents and shit do.
Yes.
The Gorilla Glue guy and Gorilla Glue girl shouldn't have a Gorilla Glue kid. So if the two of them are fucking and they
Facts.
get pregnant, I'm sorry, someone has to intervene.
Facts, man.
Because you're ruining the world,
And
man.
this is why people need to consent to have children. Because
Yes.
people don't want to raise children and then they grow up to be dumbass adults. And then somebody like me say, I don't fuck with nobody is an asshole.
Or that person turns into a killer because they don't know nothing. All they know is, well, shit, nigga, I grew up off Gorilla Glue. Nigga,
doubt.
y'all niggas know how I do.
I've been blowing Gorilla Glue, nigga, the loudest pack. but and then a lot of motherfuckers don't understand shit. Like when you go out here and you get in these streets and you do something ridiculous, these white people gonna lock your ass up for the rest of your goddamn
Thank
life.
you.
And the niggas that don't give a fuck about you don't. The article I sent you where the lady was talking about she ran up in the Capitol building
I was just about to click it.
because of Trump and there, but she said, well, I just found out they don't even care about me.
I bought into a lie.
Yeah, like
Bitch, you think? But of course she can't think because she been taught to follow these people. These are the people that are leaders. These are the people that we gonna follow. It goes back to what we was talking about, fucking characteristic traits. Some people are leaders, some people are followers. The leaders have to lead correctly because they're being followed.
Yes.
They can't think, well, I don't give a damn, they shouldn't follow me. That's not how it works. Innately, they don't know how to lead, so they're gonna follow something.
Yes.
So if you doing your best and you know what I'm saying, they say, well, shit, I'm gonna follow this person. Sadly, I always used to think when these rappers and shit used to say, well, I ain't no fucking role model, niggas. Your kids better not follow me. Sir, that's not your choice anymore. The second you got on screen, showed us all them racks, made all that money.
I always agree with the entertainer on that one.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I agree with
because
the entertainer.
hype is not. People follow what they appreciate. If
I
you
don't get
do
paid to
something
be a
that
role model, man.
I get it 1000%, but you put yourself in a position that now you are.
No.
And even if you don't want to be it, you're not being it knowing that you are.
No.
So
No.
tell the
I
motherfuckers who
completely
following you,
disagree.
hey, motherfucker, don't follow me because I ain't shit.
disagree. I'm sorry. I disagree.
Fuck that.
I play
But-
wide receiver for the New York Giants and shit. That don't make me a role model, man. I completely disagree.
Because you made it out. You made a way. You're doing
disagree.
something that you love, and I want to do something that I love. So shit, I see how happy you are when you get on that field and you catch something.
Disagree.
And you can, but it's one of those things where it don't matter if you
can't put that on
disagree.
You can't put that on me. I get it, it's reality, but it don't make it my responsibility.
It don't, but it is.
It's not.
It
not.
don't, but it is.
It's not. You basically saying if you don't want to be a role model to my kids, you don't deserve these bands. Nah.
That's not what I'm saying.
That is what you're
I'm
saying.
saying every time you collect that bands, no, my kid watching, and he want to
You're saying
do
the same thing in different
No, I'm
words.
not.
Yes, you are.
Well, because things mean a different thing when you put them in a different order.
They don't.
If you say, hey, bitch, shut up, that means different from, shut up, bitch.
He right now, the New York Giants wide receiver out there playing in front of no fans, and it's because he get a check. He's playing for his check. Everything to come along with it, it is what it is. But no, that ain't on them.
It's on it.
Nah,
It shouldn't
definitely
be
ain't
on them.
because they only do that shit to black people that make it. Nope, not happening. I'm not with it. Nope.
That is a different element.
Yep,
That is
I'm
an
not with
element to it.
Yep, I'm not with it. Never will be.
But see, and that's why. There we go.
Nope.
Because you're a part of. Shut up, nigga. Because you're a part of a oppressed, held down, oppressed, held down faction. Anybody that rises from that faction is automatically a guiding light. And so this is why I say it's not your fault, but it is what it is. It's not your fault. Your ancestors were slaves, but they is. It's not your fault. You can't get Kellogg's stock because you wasn't around, or you know you.
You're not gonna put that on my boys to make it out of the
It is,
streets.
man. Sorry.
Nope.
It's the same reason why that fucking sicko white Chad dude beat up that young lady and no one cares about it because he's just a white man along the line of other white men that beat up people. But when a nigga like Ray Rice, a black people, one of our heroes, they go, see, this one of y'all heroes, huh? This one of y'all guiding lights. Look at what they do.
Nope. The reason Ray Rice was popular because Ray Rice is a running back and that other dude is a goddamn lineman. And you know who more linemen? White people. You know who more running back? Wide receiver, dunking the ball? Black people. I'm not going for it.
You don't-
Rapping
listen.
black people. I'm not going for it. Y'all not finna put that on my young, successful black people and then these white people had no responsibility. Fucking racist ass white people be coming out and shit. Don't nobody be. Nope. We ain't doing it.
This is why people need to put the onus on these white people and these
Until
other
they
people.
do, we're not putting onus on our young black successful people. We appreciate all of the LeBron Jameses out there that go that extra
Absolutely.
mile to be great role models, but you don't owe that to nobody. So you take away from those who go that extra mile, that Russell Wilson type of guy to make sure he's squeaky and make sure you ain't got nothing on him and make sure his marriage lasts and make sure his kids is this and that and take care of other people's kids. And when the other people shitting on you publicly, you don't say a damn thing. You keep it Russell Wilson, goddammit.
You don't keep it real. You keep it Russell.
You keep it Wilson. You keep it Wilson. But I'm gonna give y'all props for that, and I'm not gonna act like y'all owed us that because y'all playing.
I'm
the game
not
right.
saying they owe anything.
You are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it comes with it. So you need to know it comes with it. So even if you ain't want to take responsibility for it or, take it on, that's fine.
It coming with it. Don't make me responsible.
If you have sex with a woman and she decides to keep the kid, you a father. Hey, I don't fuck with that kid. I told that bitch not to have that kid. I don't want to know that kid.
Now, you
still have the kid.
You talking about people these people never even know existed.
Hey,
man.
there's men out there that don't know they got a kid. They still got a kid.
Know the bitch they fucking existed though. You people don't even know your kid exists, bro. Nope.
I'm sorry,
I see people go on Twitter like, you're leaving a great example for my son, Jalen Ramsey, with your cursing.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with anybody telling a motherfucker, hey, you can't be yourself because my kid's watching. But I need you to know, be yourself all you want, but somebody kid's watching.
And that's why I catch them touchdowns for your kid, because he like when I catch them touchdowns. I can't raise the nigga and catch them touchdowns.
Tell him watch me on TV. Don't watch me on Instagram.
Like straight up. That's why I watch my athletes, goddammit. I watch their ass on TV.
You watch your athletes doing what they do.
Yeah, You've always said that. I watch them doing what they do.
Which is partially why you feel the way you feel about it. You ain't looking for them to raise your kids. It's the same reason why people say, hey, don't have TV, raise your kids. But if you are letting them watch tons of TV, that's my point. If they watch
TV raising your kids.
It's the same shit, nigga.
But it ain't. You can turn the goddamn TV off. You let TV raise your kids. It ain't TV fault. Yeah, I'm a part of it. I let YouTube and TV and phone and iPad help raise my daughter too.
That's the key. Help. I let it help. My daughter, she go learn something from there, and if I see her bring it or she's like attached to it or whatever, I then explain what it is.
Of course, but it still play a major role.
It play a major role, so it's the same role that I'm saying.
Get him, Cardi.
Broke niggas.
I've been listening last night. Hit him with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy.
I know that's
right. That shit be sliding though,
I've been listening to that shit all week, dog. It dropped I think last Friday, and I've been playing it since last Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a video of that either today or tomorrow.
Shout out to Cardi, man.
You gonna talk about this shorty, man, that ran up in the Capitol building?
Where is it? Bang. Jenna Ryan,
unbelievable,
a Texas real estate agent who infamously took a private plane to Washington, D.C. to attend what turned out to be the riot of the U.S. Capitol, and who has since been criminally charged over the insurrection. Now she says she's embarrassed by her actions and regrets everything. Well, on January 15, Ryan was arrested and charged with 2 federal misdemeanor counts of knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted government building without lawful authority and disorderly conduct. Ryan then told the Washington Post she felt abandoned by the group of patriots, who she said that she came to the nation's capital to support. I bought into a lie. And the lie is the lie. And it's embarrassing. I regret everything. This is a thing that's only attributed to white people.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, real quick, jump back off. Last week when I was telling my white people only that when they killed them people in the snow, I said that only happened to white people. Somebody told me immediately after that this black guy killed his whole family. He killed 2 kids, an aunt, and a woman and shit. And I'm like,
but it wasn't in the snow. Tell me I'm lying. It wasn't in the snow.
It wasn't in the snow.
Killing all the people in the snow is some white people would only do. That's what I meant by the whole story when I said that.
Hey,
black people will kill up some people in their family.
They will kill large amounts of people in their family.
But they won't do it in the snow, goddamn.
And then somebody said, well, was they antagonizing them? That's what I love about people, man. People protect their people.
Yeah, people will justify anything.
If it's for their people.
Or it's for them.
But
if they want to justify it, is really the answer.
People are finding a way to justify. Because now she did that crazy shit that she know was wrong, and then now she want to say, well, I'm embarrassed. Well, it don't matter, bitch. Take them 2 felony counts with your ass. Because you know exactly what you was doing with your killer cracker clam.
This is like when Dave Chappelle said his white homeboy told the police, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Like, there are some white people that for real that like be surprised with the punishment that happened for something they did. Like, well, I know we wasn't supposed to do that, but come on, man.
Nigga, I just saw
These niggas cheated in the election. That's legitimately how they look at it.
This is why you say I be on the internet. I try not to be on the internet.
You be on the internet,
but the internet comes to me.
It don't come to me except when you bring it to me.
Yeah, because I know not to bring all internet to you.
Man,
but the others don't know to do that to me.
That 6ix9ine video you see me the other day was just ridiculous. But go on. Go on.
No, I don't know if this is fake or not. It might be, or it may not be. It didn't look fake at all. That's why I hate it, man. This guy was doing this thing where he was telling people, it's like a little game show, and he was like, what you call it? Anybody, if you can answer these questions, you'll get $1 million. They outside of a Trump rally, and they said, who was elected president in 2020? The lady was like, Donald Trump. The guy was like, hey, listen, this is not a joke. If you could just tell me the correct answer, you would win $1 million. The lady right next to her was like, Donald Trump. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are this layer of dumb that they would tell a lie to not be.
If I didn't believe that he was gonna give me $1 million, I still would have switched back.
I still would have switched back.
You have to not give me the money, nigga. I ain't finna not give it to myself.
She's wearing a Trump is my president shirt. They know what side you on, baby. Try for the $1 million. But that's one of those situations. And then to piggyback off that, I saw another video, similarly right after that, where this one white girl was yelling at some Mexicans, you fucking beaner, fuck you, after hitting their car. And then they're like, we're calling the cops. And she's like, call them. I'm not going to jail. I'm white.
She did not say that.
Dead ass said it. And the clip ended with her ass being handcuffed and put in the back of the cop car.
Listen,
but
man.
it's that what you said. They think that this shit won't happen to them. These types of recourses and shit don't happen to them. And they're correct because it don't happen to them.
I'm about to open up some Boosie cologne, man.
I gave my nigga a Christmas gift. That nigga dipped out right after Christmas.
Look, man.
That nigga getting his gift as a Valentine's Day gift.
Hey, man. And you surprised me because you didn't say you was going to do nothing for Valentine's.
Nigga just show up with gifts.
Damn, bro. You genius with it,
Telling you, man. I only telling the Raw Hypers is from December.
Damn,
as far as you're concerned, it's from just now.
It's the Dangerous by Boosie Badass, man.
Come on, do a commercial for my nigga real quick.
You ever see when Kid be on Vlad TV, every time at the beginning, he be like, come on, Vlad. He be talking like Boosie. He be like, come on, Vlad. Come on, Vlad.
Ah, damn, we got rid of our Boosie drop. That's all I was looking. Oh, no, we got one.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
Look, man, we ain't playing.
What you got right there, man?
I just got the Dangerous by Boosie Badass, man. I'm gonna wear this shirt on a YouTube video. Damn, I dropped my lighter.
Dangerous. This nigga got $100 bill. If this ain't some nigga shit for you, boy.
Boosie is the most hilarious nigga.
Boosie,
man.
this nigga, his box for his cologne is a $100 bill replica.
In a picture of him.
Look at gangster. The nigga ain't even got the cologne in the thing.
Boosie will sign his name on
it. He probably don't know nothing like this. Go open it up, man. Let's see how the bottle looks.
Nigga Boosie on Instagram. He said Boosie cologne is the best smelling shit. You want to get your bitches? I was like, this nigga Boosie is hilarious.
That shit probably look like a Hennessy bottle.
This is how you know I have everything I want, because motherfuckers say, hey man, what's something you would want for yourself? I say, Boosie cologne. Look at this nigga.
See, that nigga got a hologram of him.
Bruh, only a nigga would buy Boosie cologne. Look at this. This is awesome.
This is niggerdom at its finest.
This is awesome,
This
man.
nigga's like, ooh, I'm finna put myself on that motherfucking bottle, boy.
If this was anybody else besides Boosie, I wouldn't want this, man. It's
only
just Boosie is so ridiculous that I support anything that he does.
Smell it, man. Let's see what that smell like.
I legitimately support anything that he does.
The badass smell good, yeah.
Oh, it does.
That badass smell good.
This smell good for real.
It smell good for real.
Damn. Boosie, man. Maybe you won't just sign your name to anything.
Shout out to Boosie Dangerous. They sent us this for the Raw Hype to open, and we just opened it, but we didn't know it smelled good. So go ahead.
Like, get you some Boosie cologne.
Boosie cologne.
Man.
Tell them the Raw Hype sent you.
Hey, on the cool though, I sometimes I do. I listen to Boosie music, but I don't listen to Boosie music a lot. But seeing Boosie on the internet, and you know I don't fuck with the internet, is why I'm such a fan of his, bro. Like, I just think that nigga is hilarious,
man. What I love about Boosie, anytime like I see him on Vlad, and Vlad asks him like a crazy question, he pause.
Oh yeah,
he get that smile, that little Boosie laugh, and then just give you an answer.
He will, bro. He will, man. That nigga is funny, man.
naturally funny,
He
man.
started charging more for his shows when he was in a wheelchair. I was like, this nigga is crazy, man. He crazy, man.
Shout out Boosie.
Man, shout out Boosie, man.
What you got before we go? Shout out Dave Chappelle. You did talk about Dave Chappelle real quick, and I just wanted to highlight. Shout out Dave Chappelle, man. That nigga went to his people. He asked his people to stop watching the show because they ain't treating him right. They ain't getting him his money. The people stopped watching, which then led to those people giving him his money and treating him a little better. And what made me know he was okay with whatever the outcome was when he made a joke, but it felt real. When he said he was finally able to say, Comedy Central, it was good doing business with you. When he said that, it made me say, okay, he finally feels like he got whatever it is he felt like he deserved.
I agree with that.
You dig?
The reason I didn't care to talk about the Dave Chappelle thing, though, is because we knew Dave Chappelle was going to get what he wanted.
Absolutely. It's still good when it's done right, man.
Oh, yeah. It was good. It was like... you sent me the video of him talking about it. That was all I ever needed because it was just me knowing. Because he did it because he's untouchable. So let's start with him there. And then he did what the smart thing was to do. He said, "Man, I had to go to my people." Like he said, "Y'all my boss." And essentially, for a stand-up comedian, I mean, it's really anybody in entertainment, but a stand-up comedian.
Lil Duval has always said this for years, man. He always said, I don't give a fuck about the industry. They don't fuck with me. The people fuck with me, and the people has always fuck with me. So that's why he always, keeps it real with the people and do the shit he do for the people. Because people are like, when you getting a special and shit? He's like, man, my people fuck with me. I'll always fuck with my people. Is this one of those types of situations?
He's definitely popping enough to get a Netflix. Like, niggas I never heard of have a Netflix.
Exactly. But he don't care to get one because, he'll
get it on his terms when he want it. Yeah.
That's what.
And Dave doing everything on his terms.
But you can only do that when you got the people.
That nigga Dave said, y'all really stopped watching that shit, and I know y'all stopped watching it because they called me.
That's real, man.
Say, hey, man, people ain't watching this shit. They called him like, all right, what's good? Let's sit down and talk.
What can we work out?
We just want to have you come down and sit down with us, man. Let's let the past be the past. You feel what I'm saying? And he probably accepted the offer they gave him because they could afford to make it fair from jump.
Exactly. They ain't gonna play the game with him. They didn't want to risk him saying, man, y'all ain't want to talk.
Yeah.
Click. They said, hey, man, let's go overboard just to show this nigga we really want to make an effort.
Yeah, they gave him his money.
Again, man, I like the reason I mentioned it, and I wanted that to be mentioned because that needs to be mentioned, man. Riding with the people, being yourself, holding your nuts. It should be rewarded, man.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle to me is like, he might be like the realest celebrity of all time.
To me, he is one of the.
Yeah, I put Shannon Sharp pretty high up there too. I don't like when people act like Shannon Sharp's a coon because he's so funny. Like he be clowning.
Exactly. He's like Southern humor.
Yeah,
which is a bit over the top.
Yeah, but you got to get off his dick.
Why I love Dave Chappelle as one of the realest too is because. And when you say Shannon Sharp, not to say that they, the reason I didn't have him comparable in my head.
Because he's on television.
Not only that, we've seen Dave be put through real situations and staying real. I ain't never seen Shannon have no real scandalous moments.
Rape case.
Shannon did? Oh.
Sexual assault joint.
See, man, this is another reason why men and women need to fix their relationship.
One day when that nigga was on there, back when Joy Taylor was on there, he said, when I get on the elevator of any woman besides Joy Taylor get on the elevator, I get off. No bullshit.
See?
He said, any bitch I don't know get on that motherfucker, I get off.
See?
He's like, never again was some shit like that happen to me.
And that be the shit. You then form people.
This was 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and that's how he
change people. When you do shit like that, you change people to who they are. I mean,
I ain't heard him. It's a new girl on the show now. I ain't heard him updated to her neither. And they said Joy Taylor ain't on the elevator. I get off that motherfucker.
But that's
because I ain't got no problem with you, Jenny Taft. But if you get on that elevator, I'm hopping off that motherfucker.
But that's the reason why they need to fix their relationship, man. It's because of things like these. Certain people who are really hurt by a situation cannot be. You can't separate it for somebody who's trying to use a situation.
Yeah, that's
so.
True.
If you in the position to be used, you gotta look at everything as a possibility.
From the child support shit we was talking about.
Bang.
It's like we gotta almost make it one way because it's getting abused.
It's getting abused. It's like you said, and it's so abused and mocked that it's a punchline in a TV show.
Yeah, like if you had to give a woman, if you had to take care of a woman. And she got to ball out because you was successful because we knew it was 100% fact that y'all tried everything in your power to make y'all's relationship work and it just didn't work and y'all are genuinely saddened and had to go your simple ways and that's just how the cookie crumbled. Like it would be 10% of the cases that exist.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like how we say, motherfucker go into it. Like I'm finna try to get pregnant by this.
Motherfucker go in there with a turkey baster. Nigga like, oh, you think I ain't finna take this nut up out of this?
That goes along with he lost his arm and I couldn't deal with it no more, so we decided to go our separate ways. Like an extreme case.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Those are in the same courtroom getting the same like fucking look. You know what I'm saying?
Which is not right. I was telling my lady, we're going to end on this because, of course, it's going to ruin everything. And this is what I hate about saying things, man, is because I then wear what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's not mine.
Yes, bro.
But,
I hate that.
So preface this by saying
this is just the truth.
Exactly. And I thank you for prefacing that for me for this. We're talking about that savage fucking sick fuck Chad, right?
Right.
Who beat up that young lady.
Right.
I asked my lady though, because they say that Chad had mental issues. Like he had a mental disorder or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And I asked my lady, at which point or how much of any of the responsibility is up to her? And she's like, fucking none. I was like, I agree. But when she decides to be in a relationship with a barbarian who slams people and bangs people and get hit all day and has a mental disorder, who takes pills for his disorder.
In college, barricaded a woman inside of the room with him while he was breaking things.
The fucking shit I'm talking about. Who a barbarian, a savage.
Got Googleable bullshit.
So she has no responsibility for saying, well, I'm going to be with him regardless.
Yeah, her responsibility is not zero to me.
And that's all I'm saying. And by you saying that, it somehow says you agree that he beat her and it's her fault that she... No! But I'm sorry. If you're going to go into a relationship with a barbarian who has to take pills to maintain himself, you have to expect some kind of bullshit to come your way.
I mean, not even on some expected. You've seen his track record. That wasn't the first time he ever done nothing to her. It wasn't the first time that she said... I feel like this nigga might hit me.
And that's another thing. I don't think that's the first time. Exactly. That's not the first time he ever done anything to her.
No.
And I was telling my lady, it's also sad that women have to feel like they have to stay with a successful man for them to have a successful life.
Or they're in a situation where they so fearful for their motherfucking life that they don't leave. That's bad on both ends.
Yes. I'm talking about the beginning. Him being with somebody who's a piece of shit afterwards is totally different than...
I don't want to say successful, though. She might feel like she love that nigga.
But is none of her loving to him be that he was a jock and whenever she got with him...
You can't say she's just with him because he's successful.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but women are raised with, you have to find you a man that can take care of you and who could do all of that. So what if her thing was, man, I fucks with him, I like him, he has his shortcomings, but man, I want to be with him and I want to see where I can take this, and it just so happens he might be drafted and get some money in the time.
Yeah, you're factoring that in. Unless you're stupid.
So then you have to wear one of the hats.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's sad, and that goes back to men and women need to fix their fucking relationship. The relationship shouldn't be, hey, ladies, go find you a good man with money.
Yeah.
Because broke niggas don't deserve no pussy.
Yes.
Because if a nigga...
I also say on the other end of that narrative, like I said about my tweet before, if I was walking down the street and a random woman kicked my daughter in the face, I would beat that bitch ass. But I still don't understand how so many psychopaths beat up the woman that they're in a relationship with.
Absolutely.
Like, I say the first statement to say the second statement because I mean them equally.
Woo! Because they go together.
They do.
But when you raise people with this whole men shouldn't... When you raise generations of men telling them there's no circumstance under which they should ever hit a woman... They still gonna have frustrations, so they're gonna find different ways to relieve their frustrations.
And it doesn't give the credence to the crazy people who are unjustifiably hitting women.
Thank you, because now this person can probably cheat on her because she hurt his feelings and he can't slap her. So he's like, well, I hurt her feelings this way.
Right.
There's a crazy nigga in this scenario
if
too.
There's a masked person in my house taking things. I'm not gonna look and say, is that long hair maybe a woman?
Is that bosom?
That curve their titties?
Is that curvature? Is she thick?
I'm gonna be like,
I can't hit her.
On some like, I think I'm beating up a bitch.
Blanks, shout out Blanks. Blanks is a 13-year-old boy,
that
right?
Nigga look 30 now, man.
That nigga look outrageous, man.
Like, Jesus.
I told y'all the other day when I thought another nigga was in my house. Like I was in the kitchen cooking and shit, and this nigga walked by and his shadow and everything was like big and tall. And I thought, like, who the fuck is? I was like, oh shit, is this nigga?
Thank heavens.
But he, of course, came into my room on an extreme level the other day. Like his example was extreme. He's like, I was talking to my friends and they say how men can't hit a girl. But what if she's coming at me with a chainsaw?
Beat that bitch ass.
I was like, Hey, man, I'm pretty sure a 13-year-old girl is not going to run towards you wielding a chainsaw, sir.
Says she did. And you got the drop on it.
What you going to do?
Take out
So I was telling him.
Sweep the leg.
I called his mother and I say, hey, mother, how do you tell this to your kid?
Right.
She's like, you better beat that bitch's ass.
Oh,
I said,
Lord.
you're saying that because he's your kid.
Right.
And you don't want your kid being harmed by anyone.
Right.
But if another woman, it had this situation, you would say, well, he better not hit her. Are you fucking crazy?
Yep.
And that is a problem in people's lives. You're
true.
told that you have to do something that you shouldn't be told that you have to do.
I have told my daughter, do not get in a situation with a man who puts his hands on you or that might put his hands on you, and
Don't do
never
nothing but-
hit a man.
Yes, don't put yourself in a
Because
position.
if he hits you, whether you're wrong or right,
it.
I'm gonna kill this
That's
guy.
it.
And that's all jokes aside. So it's like if you can say, well, oh, I hit it with a baseball bat. Hey, that's cool. I'm about to kill this nigga.
What do you do? He hit me with the ball. And that's why you got a knot on the top of your head? Yeah, daddy.
No bullshit.
Appreciate
You
it.
can tell me you started it 100 times. I'm gonna go do the wrong thing. So I need to teach you to do the right thing from a
Yes.
young age. Because I'm gonna do the wrong thing,
And
whether you're right or
I'm not-
wrong.
Yep, because it's the right thing to me, regardless of what you did. I
But
tell my
I
dad.
have enough sense to know that I'm reacting in this way because I'm talking about mine.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you should react that way with yours. Hey, whatever you decide to do, I got your back. I'm with you. Because what I'm going to do isn't the best thing to do.
It's just what I will be
It's
doing.
just what I'm gonna
It's why I always tell my daughter, I say, hey, honey, do not weaponize me.
Yes.
She fucking goes to her brother. She's like, Daddy, he's a jerk. I said, what did he do? Well, he changed the TV. I was like, because I changed the TV. I was like, hey, man, don't call me for shit like this. Because, you know what I'm saying? You come in here sad and shit. Whoever made you sad, I'm coming out there to make them sad.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
I always do that. And that's what women need to also be done and boys need to be done.
We gotta
Men
get out
and
of
women
here.
need to change their relationship. And that's all I'm going to
Is
say.
that what you're going to call this one, man? That's
Yes,
long, though.
the Valentine's special. Men and women need to fix their relationship with each other, nigga.
Am I putting on the beat or we just
Please put on a Valentine's beat. No more
All right,
Cardi,
man.
please.
Man, no more
Shout out
Cardi.
to Raw Hype, man. Shout out to Raw Hypers. Go subscribe wherever you see us at, man. Go like wherever you see us at. We need y'all help to move us to where we need to be. We back. We told y'all motherfuckers we back for y'all, baby.
Oh, yeah,
Last
man.
week was a quick rush job of something good. This week,
Yeah, man,
this
we
week was
bad.
great.
Yeah, we was bad.
And you know what else is great? When you got somebody to love, you know? When somebody loves you, it's even better.
Strippers on
And if you can find that person in the same person, you done find yourself something special. Let me tell you a little something too. Valentine's Day, I've been thinking about my lady. Yeah, 2 dozen roses I bought for my baby. Yeah, and then some single dudes thought I was crazy, but that single nigga ain't got no pussy, but got a Mercedes. But they say broke niggas don't deserve pussy. I just laugh, cause I've been broke as a bitch, had a bitch off in a bubble bath. Joke's on you, Cardi. She was sipping on Bacardi. Valentine's Day and Valentine's say
Okay.
I'ma go home and try to get some Valentine's lay. I'ma lay down on my back, tell my lady bring me that. You ain't had no masseuse, but you still got that ass crack. Let me crack it open like a chocolate strawberry you just made. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me rub down your body with old syrup from some lemonade. Yeah, yeah. I just love to fuck bitches. I love to get paid. Yeah, it's funny what these hoes say when I get laid and I get paid. Yeah, fuck her today and she pay me tomorrow. She says she don't swallow, she do. And everybody.
I'm not fucking with
Shout out to Raw Hype, man. Shout out to Raw Hypers. Happy Valentine's Day to all the people out there, man.
That was pretty good, man.
Stop holding Valentine's Day as something that means something.
Does it though?
Because how does it mean I love you if I'm supposed to love you today?
Right.
That's why I did my shit on Friday. Friday don't mean nothing, so that's a real love day.
I whoop ass on February 20th. Like, see, what's good about that? 6 days ago, I got this man. Candle.
I gave you flowers today
It's over,
and a
man.
black eye tomorrow.
It was only a minute 52,
Flowers
but you just
today.
hung it up
You
like
got a black eye.
motherfucking...
Hold on, one more. Let's get out of here. One more, man. Then we get out of here,
Oh,
man.
for real?
Shout out to the Raw Hypers. I ain't gonna say this enough.
All right, this like they say punk rock Valentine's. Ooh, it
come on.
with a vibe to it.
Come on, you go first.
Let me clear my throat, man.
Hold someone you love, and hopefully you love someone wholesome.
Hold them tight through the day of the night. You smell me? Hey, don't smoke no weed. 5 a cigarette to this one. Yeah, this for my single ladies on Valentine's. Stay in it. You ain't met your nigga yet.
yeah.
Don't blow no loud shit. Light up a cigarette.
Yeah, yeah.
If you sitting up there all alone with regrets,
Yeah, yeah.
come on over to my crib and bring your checkbook.
Oh,
This song ain't got no hook.
no, no.
Why you single? Maybe your look.
Oh,
You didn't fuck every nigga in the book.
oh, shit.
Sometimes your face it leave them shook. That's why
Why you
single.
loving on other niggas so much? Why you ain't giving me your touch?
Okay. This that 2022 shit.
It's the 2022. baby, you've been riding around lately. And I don't know why your baby daddy's so crazy. He ain't got no money. He shouldn't be fucking. He needs help a job, get a CD license, start trucking. Go on ahead and get a little bread before you try to get you her little head. She's all for me, yo. She's all for me, yo. Later I'ma play some Neo, cause I'm the one like I'm Neo. And she love my robo dick like CP3O. I say, yeah, bitch. Who done bought that hair, bitch? This nigga is fucking you and he only eating a man-witch. What the fuck is going on? Let me tell you, baby, I don't understand why you give him the upper hand when I'm the upper man. And I'm gon' take it to another. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Shout out my nigga Hype, man. Shout out the Raw Hype, man.
I'm out of here, man.
I don't know how you Raw Hype, but we Raw Hype responsibly. That's my new shit, boy.
I'll fuck with that.
That's my new shit. Oh, loving baby.
We should get that person that's singing to be on the show more often.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy.
That's really stinging here, man. It's stinging.
It's ruining the world. Oh, it's okay.
Nah, it's stinging,
Broke
man.
niggas don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. But is it though? What if I got a little bit of dick, but I don't got a little bit of cash? Is you gonna walk away from that dick? Is you not gonna let me get that ass? I'll be like thinking, why is you doing that? Is cause Cardi told you to do that? Man, Cardi got her a Birkin bag and you don't even got you a Publix bag. I'm like, damn, bitch. Why the fuck? I don't understand, bitch. Last verse you was talking shit about my man, witch, but hey ho, where is your man, bitch? You don't got one. So why you talking shit to me though? I just sitting here wanna shoot that puss like a torpedo. I be in it just to win it, You don't want me to fuck, you just want me to be friendin'. When that rich nigga don't fuck you right and you calling me all at late at night and you want a nigga that give you pipe, I'm remind you of this. Broke niggas don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. I'm out of here.
You're not rapping no more, bro.
Broke niggas don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Give me some before we
I
go,
know
man.
that's right. No,
Broke
man.
niggas don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right.
Rap for 3 minutes.
I'ma put this shit on TikTok, nigga. Broke niggas don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right.
Get your paper up and you can find the slut. We up out of here, baby.
Hey!